So this Sunday is the most important day in the church holiday. No, it is not the invention of the potluck, nor is it the first showing of the Rob Lowe Christmas vehicle, the Christmas shoes. It is in fact Easter! Yay, Easter! It's kind of a big deal in the Christian faith. What it means is basically when we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Kind of a big deal. It was about 2,000 years ago, like the year AD, or Common Era for our PhD student friends. Yes, I know there's one of you watching. AD 29 to about 33, or CE, the same years, because it's just semantics with those two. And we celebrate the risen Christ. Now what's that all about? Well, leading up to it, you have Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday, in which Jesus Christ, who is the head of the Christian faith, kind of like the big deal of the Christian faith, comes into Jerusalem, and he's on a donkey. I'm not going to draw him because I can't draw Jesus, but I will draw this lovely donkey. That's a donkey. It's flawless. Anyway, he comes in on a donkey, and people are throwing palm leaves down on the ground in their coats, and they're like, Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. Or if you have seen the Andrew Lloyd Webber Jesus Christ Superstar, Hosanna, Hosanna, Heidi, Heidi, Hosanna, or something like that. Anyway, celebrated as a king, blah, 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 blah. And then you have that Thursday, which is called Maundy Thursday. Maundy is a fancy word for lots of foot washing. And on Maundy Thursday, that's when we get the story of the Last Supper, in which Jesus Christ has a Passover meal with his disciples. You might have seen the picture of there's Jesus, and according to Dan Brown, that's Mary Magdalene. But Dan Brown's an idiot sometimes. Anyway, Maundy Thursday is when Christ celebrated. There should be 12 here. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Flawless! Anyway, it's when Jesus Christ had his Last Supper, went to the garden, and said, man, this weekend's gonna suck because I'm about to die. I would really not like to die. Could you please maybe so not make me die? And God didn't really say anything, and Christ was like, okay, I got it. If this wouldn't happen, that'd be great, but if it does happen, I'm willing to accept it. And that leads us into Good Friday, which is the first Christian holiday that has to do entirely with irony, because it's not really good for good irony. No, Good Friday. Good Friday. Good Friday is good for us because without Good Friday, without Christ's death on the cross, we wouldn't have the resurrection. We wouldn't have the resurrection Sunday. We wouldn't have the Easter season. That's right, kiddos. Easter isn't a day for all you non-liturgical calendars with your no colors on your altars, silly billies. But Good Friday is the day in which Christ died. In churches, a lot of times people will strip the altar. So here's the altar. You know, a lot of times altars have crosses where there'll be a big cross over it, or crosses everywhere. And those all get wiped away. So if you go to your grandma's house and she does this, as we all know, grandmas have lots of crosses. They're usually by the stairs. And so they'll all be gone. I like how my crosses look like they're upside down. I guess this is a Catholic house. Anyway, those crosses will all be gone because Christ is dead. There's nothing to celebrate today, which we're celebrating the fact that there's nothing to celebrate. However, because of Good Friday, 3 days later we have Easter, or Resurrection Sunday, because for us, again, our liturgically minded people, Easter is 50 days, and there's lots of white and eggs and bunnies, but only for that one day, usually the Saturday before Easter. And so Easter is when Christ comes back to life. He says to Mary Magdalene, "Why are you confusing me for a gardener? I'm a human being. I'm Jesus." When he shows up to the apostles and they're like, "Well, the door was locked." And he's like, "No, it wasn't, because I'm Jesus." And when he, sees Thomas, and Thomas is like, "No, I'm not going to, no, Jesus is dead. I'm not going to do that." It looks like he's about to get murdered, but he's not. He's just saying, no. Because at the time, if you said, "Hey, saw Jesus," the guy that just got killed, you might not be thought of too highly amongst your more Roman friends because they just saw Jesus die. And so he wants to put his fingers in the holes and his hand in the side where the spear pierced him. And Jesus says, "Okay, cool, go ahead." And Thomas is like, "Okay, a little trepid, but he does it." And then he believes, and Christ says, "You saw me, you did all this and you believed. How much greater is it that you don't see it and you believe?" And that's what Easter is all about, celebrating the faith we have in Jesus Christ. It is not about bunnies. In fact, in the Easter story, there's no bunnies. The bunny was added because I honestly don't know, because it's in springtime, and when you think of springtime, you think of babies, and bunnies have a lot of babies. And you also have eggs, which, a lot of places now call them, they're not Easter eggs, they're resurrection eggs, because they remind us that Jesus enjoyed some scrambled eggs. And they're actually to celebrate springtime, rebirth. Oh, there's the thing that we can relate to. So that's Easter in a nutshell. It's not just a day, it's 50 days, it's a great season. Hope everyone has a happy one. Hope everyone also thinks a little bit this Holy Week about, why Easter is so celebrated, because it's pretty dark beforehand. See you later.